lunch. We'll see you back here at 1.
Okay, but when are you gonna get something to eat here, huh? Yeah, it's so cold in here, my goosebumps are frozen. I had to iron them out every night.
When my mother warned me about the theater, she didn't say anything about frostbite.
When you design your costumes, will you pick something that goes with blue? I don't want to clash with my skin.
When you're all rich and famous, you'll laugh about this.
Those of us that survive anyhow.
Hey, Susie, what you doing for lunch, sugar?
Let's go get some hot coffee. Maybe that will help.
How about the place across the street? I hear that's good.
Their food is terrible. Tastes like sawdust.
Yeah, but they give second helpings free.
And the thermostat's high. You might thaw out in an hour.
That's all the recommendation I need. Let's go.
Hey, girls, can we come along?
I'm brown bagging it today.
Yeah, me too.
Cost of rent around here. I can't afford to go out. Yeah, if it gets any higher, we'll have to make the sandwiches out of the bag.
Well, we'll see you later then.
Okay, I'll go to lunch with you guys.
All right. Exit, stage right.
How about you, Eddie? Aren't you hungry?
Sure, but could you help straighten out my fingers first?
Come on, it's not that cold.
Then why am I learning how to play the piano with gloves?
Look, we've been working together a long time. You gotta have some faith.
Sure, we'll ever have to hope and charity.
Hope and Sheridan, why they just opened a new musical outside of town.
This is a good show, but how are you going to get it off the ground? You don't have enough cash, and you don't even have a leading lady.
That's where you're wrong. Do you know Mona Monroe?
Mona Monroe? She's playing the lead in that revival of Annie. It's the hottest ticket in town.
But she outgrew the part. You can't stay 14 forever.
How old is she?
31.
I see what you mean.
Look, as soon as we say Mona's playing the lead in our show, get all the backing we need. We'll be able to buy costumes, scenery, advertising.
Lights, heat, water.
We just gotta hold down on expenses for now. But Mona's meeting here later today, and we'll get everything figured out.
Sure, but I wouldn't put too much faith in her. She seems to be a little temperamental sometimes.
Don't worry, we've been friends for years.
That's when she was a poor struggling actress.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Mr. Foster. Mr. Foster?
That's Foster.
Thank you.
See you after lunch. Stay cool.
Very funny.
We have to hurry, Eddie. There's something important I want to talk to you about. Mr. Foster, I thought I'd never find you.
You're not a bill collector, are you?
Oh, nothing like that. I am an actress.
I see.
Oh, and I brought you a letter of recommendation. It's from my drum coach.
Very good. You have a lot of amateur experience.
Oh, yes. And you know my drum coach, of course.
Phyllis Jones? It's not a very common household name.
But she's a good friend of your uncle's psychiatrist. She was sure you'd remember.
I didn't know my uncle had a psychiatrist. I just knew that he needed one.
You're not very impressed, are you?
Look, kid, out there is a street called Broadway, and it might as well be called the street of broken dreams and lonely hearts.
That'd be a funny name for a street.
Hundreds of kids like you come in here every day. New York, the Big Apple. Kids with good looks, talent, ambition, all wanting the same thing. Success, adulation, recognition.
I'm willing to work hard.
Of course you are. They all are. All wanting their big chance. Now tell me, where are you from?
Actually, I'm just...
Nebraska?
No, I'm actually just...
Colorado?
Okay, no, actually...
California?
New Rochelle.
New Rochelle?
So what's wrong with New Rochelle?
Well, nothing. But whether it's Colorado, California, or New Rochelle, doesn't make any difference. They're just not New York.
What do you mean? New Rochelle is less than an hour from here.
That's right. It's about 45 minutes away. But what a difference that makes. The West, so they say, is a land far away, where actors put talent behind them. This may all be, but just take it from me, you don't have to
the train at the Grand Central Station. Get off when they shout, New Rochelle! Only 45 minutes from Broadway. Think of the changes it brings. What a short time it takes. What a difference it makes. You wait on the people and things. What a fine bunch of actors. Oh, what a great atmosphere. It's amateur's day, and imagine Broadway only 45 minutes from here.
I don't have to stay here to be insulted. I could go anywhere.
Look, don't be insulted. It's just that, well, you want to make it in theater? It's got to be on Broadway.
Maybe so, but that doesn't mean all the talent is here. There's a lot of good people all over the country, and a lot of them nicer than ones I've met here, too.
The West, you may say, is a land far away, where actors put talent behind them. This may all be, but just take it from me, you will never get out there to find them. If you want to see a real fine delegation, a place where the people are swell, just hop on the train at the Grand Central Station. Get off when they shout, New Rochelle! Only 45 minutes from Broadway. Think of the changes it brings. For the short time it takes, what a difference it makes in the ways of the people and things. Oh, there is talent to spare. Yes, there are great people there. They are nicer each day. And imagine Broadway only 45 minutes away.
Well, I guess I'll have to apologize. I haven't been too cordial.
I thought I was getting the cold shoulder, but it's so cold in here, I guess I couldn't tell the difference anyhow.
Look, you have a great voice, and I wish we had a part in the show for you. But I just finished casting.
Well, maybe next time. Mr. Foster! Mr. Foster! Something awful has happened. It's Susie. She collapsed in the restaurant.
Is she all right?
I don't know. She's on her way to the hospital.
What seems to be the problem?
Double pneumonia and malnutrition. That's what the doctor said.
You mean a doctor was eating in that restaurant?
No, he was a health inspector. They were closing it down. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I better go see how she is. Do you know where they took her?
I wrote it down. It's not far. But you're pretty busy, Mr. Foster. Flossie and I can run down and see how she is.
And I better call Susie's folks. They'll be worried.
Maybe we can finish our lunch in the hospital cafeteria. I hear hospital food isn't too good. That's only when you're sick.
Wait up, girl. I want to come too.
Do you think she'd like some flowers?
Only if she can eat them.
Why are some anyways?
We'll be back as soon as we can. But I wouldn't count on Susie for rehearsal for a while.
Oh, what a shame. But I'm sure things will work. You know, Shirley,
It's Mary.
you know, Mary, I've been thinking. Someone with your ability and perseverance deserves a break.
Really?
Yeah. You are amazing, and I'd love to have you in the show.
Well, I brought you my letter of recommendation. Isn't that good enough?
You have talent, good looks, ambition.
I think you said that before.
slow.
I can make it.
The hours are long.
I can do it.
You'll have to start in the chorus.
I'll work my way up.
Job is yours.
Thank
Come
you,
on.
Mr. Foster.
I'll buy you some lunch.
Thank you. But where are we going? I'm not terribly well dressed.
You're fine. We're gonna only go to McDonald's. Yeah, like I said, you deserve a break today.
Hiya. I'm looking for a doll named Trixie.
Trixie, I think we'll find her right off left.
Right off left?
I think that's right. Isn't that the way she left?
Right? Left? Could you just point?
Sure.
Over there.
And could you tell her Mr. Foster just left for lunch?
Left? Right, I'll tell her.
Oh, Legs! I thought that was you. I
Trixie, don't call me Legs.
But Legs! I always call you Legs.
Not now, I'm on the lam. I just got off the subway.
What happened to your limo?
Got shot full of holes. Even the bulletproof windows.
Oh gosh, Legs! Do you think someone's mad at you?
Yeah. It's them mugs from the north side. And the south side. And the east side.
Oh, what do they want?
The west side.
But you got the west side.
That's the problem. Here I am, an honest bookie, trying to coin a buck on a little off-track betting, and them mugs keep trying to muscle in.
Oh gosh, Legs, do you think you ought to call the police?
I don't know. I think maybe they wouldn't understand.
What about the Small Business Administration? Yeah?
They wouldn't be much help either.
Well, this is some country. When an honest citizen can't go out for a ride in his bulletproof Cadillac without having it shot full of holes.
They just don't make bulletproof cars the way they used to.
Sometimes I think I'd like to move off to a foreign country somewhere, like Hawaii.
Don't go knocking on the good old US of A. America's been good to me. You know, my folks went through Ellis Island.
No kidding. Was they tourists?
Nah, they was immigrants. Come here without a dime. Where else in the world can a kid like me grow up to earn $1 million? Just running a couple of little horse powers. This here really is the land of opportunity.
You've been real lucky, Legs.
Sure, I was born on a lucky day, the 4th of July.
Why, you're a regular Yankee Doodle dandy.
I sure am. What's more, you're my Yankee Doodle sweetheart. I'm the guy with all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm glad I am. I'm a real life Yankee Doodle. Did my name and fame and doodle, just like Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to Dixie strain. I love to see the girl I have beside me. That ain't the job. She's a Yankee by God.
Oh, say, can you sing anything about a Yankee that's a phony?
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. A Yankee Doodle do or die.
A real life nephew of my own.
kind of conspicuous.
Oh, quick, down this way!
Okay, Betty, so what's this news that's so important? Anything that hurts my signature coffee has to be bad.
Well, I was trying to tell you at lunch, but the restaurant was so noisy.
And besides that, we're sitting on the opposite ends of the counter.
Those are the only seats they have left.
All right, so what's this news that's so important?
Well, it's kind of good and kind of bad.
Then I think I'll sit down.
See, my niece, little Millie, is coming to visit me from Virginia.
Is that all? Well, what's the good news?
That was the good news.
I think I'll sit down again.
You see, I told my family I was this big star in a Broadway production.
So you told a little fib.
And that I was going with this rich and famous New York pianist.
Me?
You.
Well, maybe she's too young to tell the difference.
Not that young, I'm afraid.
Virginia? Who's from Virginia?
George Washington is.
So he's an exception.
Thomas Jefferson is.
I mean, recently.
I'm from Virginia.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You've never been there, you wouldn't have forgotten. I'll tell you. I was born in a southern state where all nature's sublime. In a city where the girls are pretty and the sun shines nearly all the time. Hospitality there you'll find, bright smiles everywhere. When I look around and see some other town, I'm awfully glad I came from there. I was born in Virginia, that's the state that I'll win. If you got a soul in ya, ain't no southern friend. In the city of Norfolk, home of beauties and Norfolk, right in the state that if you ever win and that's right, something nice about Southerners you don't find everywhere. They're cognac, but they smile upon you, and they make you happy while you're there. Old Kentucky and Tennessee, I can certainly go some. Travel far and wide, still I'm satisfied remembering the state I'm from. I was born in Virginia, that's the state that I'll win ya. If you got a soul in ya, ain't no southern friend. In the city of Norfolk, home of beauties and Norfolk, right in the state that if you ever win and that's
Okay, Betty, so when are you gonna meet this niece from back home?
Well, I told her to come to the theater when she got into town. I figured we'd still be in rehearsal.
Well, how old is the little type?
Well, she was 8 when I left home.
I don't see any problem.
That was 10 years ago.
That's a problem.
Look, let's just go to the airport and see if the flight's in. We can worry about the rest later.
An 18-year-old from Virginia doing that for the first time? I think you should start worrying now. Might as well get an early start.
Hey there.
Can we help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a friend of ours. Thanks, Ruby.
You ain't seen him, have you?
Is he in the theater?
How should I know? That's why I'm asking you.
What she means, does he work in the theater?
Now, he's got some horse parlors downtown.
I thought horses lived in stables.
He takes bets on the net.
You see, what she means is that he accepts tangible financial wealth from certain persons who may or may not be of the most respectable nature, for the sole purpose of these said persons to exponentially increase their capital investment by wagering on a horse race that may or may not be legal.
He's a bookie.
He's got them looking to bet on horses.
We got word that Lex is going with this girl Trixie who works here. There's some guys in town that want to find him.
Yeah, they want to give him a new overcoat.
You could use one of those around here.
A cement overcoat.
heavy in the summertime.
What he's referring to is not a rain garment, but in fact a concrete weight system to carry a person to the bottom of a body of water. This process...
Never mind him. Just never mind. We're gonna have a look around here for ourselves. You go over there, Babs, you come with me.
Sure thing, Papa.
What is that?
It's my costume. What do you think?
Looks like something Dick would come up with. Probably a new production number.
Say, you ain't seen any strangers around here, have you?
Nah. Nobody here but us thespians.
I think Legs is Hungarian.
Actually, boss, considering the fact that he was born in America would make him an American. Perhaps to refer to his lineage, which would actually be I don't know. Austrian.
But Mr. Know-it-all, he doesn't know so much. Well, we still got these other places to try, Muncie.
Yeah, I guess we can always try back here later. Come on, let's go.
I showed us these pictures for Fenna.
You got a picture of me, doll. That'll be enough.
Now, there's a pen to draw to if I ever saw one.
Hey, Betty, Clark's little Millie.
Don't look now, but I think she screw up.
Hey, Betty, I recognized you right away from your publicity pictures. Millie, I'm so glad you could come to visit me from New York. Oh, I'm not here for a visit. I want to be a big star, like you.
Hey, what?
So you must be the rich, famous piano player Betty wrote me about.
Yeah, I'm the one she wrote to you about, all right?
Do all famous piano players dress that way in New York?
Only when they don't want to be recognized.
You look like an actor, at least.
I do? I mean, yeah, I do.
Thanks for lunch, Mr. Foster.
Don't mention it. It was nothing.
I haven't had McDonald's since I left home.
When was that?
Yesterday. Mr. Foster, I'd like to meet my niece Millie from Virginia. So you're the famous Broadway producer and director, Dick Foster.
You might say that. And then again, you might not. What is that? Some of your relatives?
Who? Never seen him before in my life.
There you are! I've been looking all over for you.
I'm sorry, Trixie. After I got dressed, I must have taken the wrong turn someplace.
I remember now. You were here before lunch. Look, I don't know who you are, but you can't stay in the theater.
Oh, come on, Mr. Foster. You don't have no place to go.
Gosh, mister. Things must be pretty tough when you have to get your clothes out of the wardrobe.
Lady, tough ain't the word. Call it a case of life and death.
But maybe we could all pitch in and help, right?
I don't think Lights here would take no charity from anybody.
Okay, stay. Maybe we can use this as a walk-on for the show or something.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Foster. You won't be sorry.
I'm sorry already. And can you please change it to something that won't make you look like a walking ad for the Globe Theater?
Sure, pal. I wouldn't want to do nothing that'll help your competition.
Come on, let's go find you something else to wear.
Trixie, this is Mary. She'll be taking Susie's place in the chorus. Show her the dressing rooms.
I have to take Millie to her apartment and get her settled in, but we should be back in time for afternoon rehearsal.
Take all the time you need.
Oh, Richard, darling!
I just had to come by
star.
I do, don't I? Oh, hello, Eddie dear.
Hi, Mona. Mona, we've been holding that part for you. When can you start?
That's what I want to talk to you about, Dick. I understand you've been having some difficulties raising the money to open.
We're just a few dollars short, but it's nothing to worry about.
I see. Exactly how much is a few dollars? What's the budget for the show?
$100,000?
And how much do you still need?
About $100,000. But Mona, as soon as we say you're playing the lead in our show, we'll get all the money we need in a minute.
I understand. But my agent has found me this other role and insists that I take it. After all, the other shows are doing very well, and you can't expect me to take a chance at this point in my career.
But Mona, I was the one who gave you your first big break.
Yes, I know.
I discovered you in the chorus.
I know.
I made you a star.
That's true. But now it's my responsibility to my public. I hope you understand.
I understand all too well.
Richard, you know I would love to help you. And if I find somebody with $100,000, you'll be the first to know. Meanwhile, you should do something about this theater. It's an absolute refrigerator.
Sure, Mona. Thanks a lot.
Well, I must be off to Sardi's. I'm lunching with my agent. There's a new producer who wants me to meet. Don't be a stranger now. Ta-ta!
See you later.
Goodbye, Eddie dear.
Drop dead, Mona.
Oh, it was so nice seeing you all again.
Well, what are we going to do now?
Well, we got two options. Slim and none. The heat's turned off, the rent's past due, and I owe money to everyone I see.
Sounds like you're living the American dream.
I'd like to go try my beer. If I could afford the beer.
Is there something you can do?
Well, there's a few more people I can try, but money's pretty tight. It's hard to find someone who will invest $100,000 on your show. I think we better break the bad news to the cast.
Sure. Let me take care of that. Meanwhile, you get up there and do the best you can.
I'll call you if I have any luck.
Mary, I want to thank you for sticking up for legs. For my friend here.
Yeah, doll. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem. I was glad to help. Imagine living right across the street from the theater, being so close to all that excitement.
Yeah, real convenient. Look, we'll get you settled in our apartment later, but right now I'd like you to meet the rest of the cast.
Hey!
Are you from Tennessee?
No.
Oh, gosh darn, sweetheart. You're the only 10 I see.
God, how cool this place is. Let's go back to the hospital.
Who's in the hospital?
Oh, Susie collapsed at lunch.
I told her to switch restaurants. Is she all right?
Well, she was still in the emergency room, but she looked a lot better. They said something about hypothermia. Isn't that what dogs get?
Nah, that's hydrophobia.
How'd you get on this house, whatever it is?
It's from getting too cold. Well, then we could all come down with that. Oh, no.
Say, I'd like y'all to meet Millie from Virginia.
Oh, hi. I'm Trixie. Millie?
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you. And I want you all to meet Mary Collins. She's going to be in the show.
Hey, you'll love New York. Where are you staying?
It's really chilly for this time of year.
Hey, gang! Could you gather that around for a moment? I have an announcement to make.
You got quiet!
Look, I know you've heard we've been having a little trouble financing the show.
You mean we haven't been paid yet? You're right.
Dick's out to see if he can raise the money for the show, and it looks like Mona's going to be the lead for the show as well.
What?
But it fell through. Looks like if we don't raise $100,000, the show's off.
No.
But cheer up. It's not like it's a matter of life or death or anything.
Speak for yourself, pal.
Look, I know how you feel. You feel like you have it all made, then something comes along and kicks the slats right from under you. But you gotta kind of think of it philosophical about it.
Yeah, you're right. Life's like that. If it wasn't so sad, it'd be funny.
Life's a funny proposition, all right.
It sure is.
Did you ever sit and ponder, sit and wonder, sit and think why you're here and what this life is all about? It's a problem that has driven many brainy men to drink. It's the weirdest thing they've tried to figure out. About 1,000 different theories all the scientists can show, but never yet have proved the reason why. With all we've thought and all we're taught, why all we seem to know is we're born and live a while and then we die. Life's a very funny proposition after all. Imagination, jealousy, hypocrisy, and gall. 3 meals a day, a whole lot to say. When you haven't got the coin, you're always in the way. Everybody's fighting as they wend their way along. Every fella claims the other fella's in the wrong. Hurried and worried until we're buried and there's no curtain call. Life's a very funny proposition after all. Oh, life's a very funny proposition after all.
It looks to me like you guys are gonna let this thing beat you.
Looks like you're right.
This is America, the land of opportunity, where everyone has a chance to succeed.
Or fall on our face. He's right. We should never give up. How long have you been in New York, honey? Ever since this morning. That figures.
Look, I understand we have a lot invested in this, but we should give it a go, or at least die trying.
I wish you wouldn't use that, Boyd.
Dick's out seeing if he can raise the money for the show. Now let's give him a chance.
Why not? We have nothing better to do.
Yeah, call us if you get any word.
Sure thing, and I have a hunch it won't be long. Now, let's all go home and warm up.
Come on, Millie, let's get you settled.
What's the matter, kid? You homesick?
Something like that. But the Big Apple, it sort of gets in your blood, you know? I know what you mean. It's nothing like Los Angeles or Chicago, and certainly nothing like New Rochelle. Only 40
don't know why. Oh, the Shakespeare thing. Required reading in English lit. Rather a waste of time, I thought.
Rather waste of, well, whom are you looking for? I'm just not being persistent.
I believe it's one Richard Foster.
Oh, that's good. We only have one Richard Foster.
You don't need to get snippy. I don't relish the assignment. Believe me.
Oh, you're doing a term paper on theater. That is good.
I am not doing a term paper on the theater. I am working on my MBA, Master of Business Administration, at Columbia. But I could do without the interrogation.
I may just be a simple country girl, but I can take a hint.
Hello there, you must be Mr. Harper. I got your call. Sorry I'm late.
Punctuality is important.
Well, in this business, you tend to become a night person. I rarely get up before noon, and my alarm clock even refuses to go off before 11 a.m.
I see. Well, I've been instructed to deliver this cashier's check to you.
What is this, some kind of joke?
If it is, it's a rather expensive one, I might say.
Paid to the order of $100,000. But who? What?
$100,000? Oh, sorry.
I'm not at liberty to divulge any names. Only to say that this is an appreciation of what you have done.
That's a lot of appreciation.
It's an investment in your show.
You mean we got an angel?
That may be going a bit far.
Mr. Harper, an angel is someone who invests money in a show. Even I know that. Mr. Foster, would you like me to tell Betty the good news?
Yes, and if she can contact Eddie and the others, I'd like to get in rehearsal right away.
Sure thing.
It was Mona, wasn't it?
I don't know what you mean.
Mona Monroe. She said she wanted to help. I just didn't think she was actually serious.
I'm afraid I've said all I can. Except for that I've been instructed to stay out and help with the financial arrangements for the show.
Sure thing. I'm gonna go get the heat turned back on.
I've already taken care of that.
You're right. You're pretty efficient.
Of course.
Well, then I guess I'll just take this check to the bank. We've been waiting for Mona for so long, we're just short on time.
Let's see. I have one more paper to turn in, and then I'm finished for the term. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Oh, Nick! What are you doing up at this hour?
You'll never believe it.
Try me.
Mona got us a backer for the show. He was just here.
You're right. I don't believe it. The only person Mona ever did anything for was Mona.
People change.
You know what people say about leopards.
They make good fur coats.
No, they don't change their stripes. Or is that spots?
Well, you're wrong about Mona, and I'll prove it. I'm going to personally call her and thank her for this month. Meanwhile, I got to put out an early rehearsal call.
Early is right.
Don't complain. The heat's been turned back on.
What? You're right. At first I thought we was just moving closer to the equator.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, I'll have everyone come in and practice the dance numbers. I better find legs. I hope he's all right.
Hiya, doll.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Legs Ruby.
You ain't no friend of legs.
How do you know that?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey! You tricksy sticks. You're the mole that Legs has been going with. What do you mean, mole?
Well, using this conflict, a mole refers to a gangster's common law mistress. Not to be confused with a mall, a lot.
Never mind him. You know what I mean. Where's Legs?
You back again? What are you trying to do?
Oh, never mind, Eddie. Just a misunderstanding.
You know, there's something funny going on around here.
Yeah, we're putting on a musical comedy.
We are not ready to go just yet.
You heard what I said.
I was hoping you would change your mind.
Oh, careful, Eddie! He knows how to use that!
I think I just changed my mind.
A wise choice, considering the fact that the firearm that I am currently wielding has an average muzzle velocity of 2,008.
Don't mind him. Just don't mind him. We're gonna have a look around here. Just go on with what you was doing.
That group sure makes me nervous. They can do worse than that, honey. They can make you dead.
Hey, that could destroy your career.
Yes. Look, now that Dick has the money to go ahead with the show, we better start getting things ready for rehearsals.
Good idea. Let's start bringing down some of the props.
Oh, hey! I can give you a hand!
You might as well stay here. I have put out a call for another rehearsal.
How are you doing it this hour in the morning?
They've got spirit,
Sure.
loyalty,
Besides that,
enthusiasm.
I understand.
He also said they're going to be paid.
Now there's an unbeatable combination. Loyalty, spirit, enthusiasm, and money. Oh,
Susie, I thought you were in the hospital.
No, they turned me loose. I guess I wasn't as sick as I thought.
Oh, well that's welcome news.
We're sure glad you're all right.
Besides, my Blue Cross had expired. I guess you can't afford to be sick without insurance.
Oh,
You have to wear something so revealing?
what's revealing about this?
I can see your figure.
What's wrong with my figure?
Lots of things. That's one of the things.
Who are they? New members of the company?
More like building inspectors. Come on, Susie, we're bringing down some of the props.
Dick's got the money for the show. Everything's going to be all right now.
Well, that's terrific.
Wait for me. Can I come?
Sure.
So there you are. How should I know if the coast is clear? Call the Coast Guard.
Don't kid around. That mud and bags is all over the place.
I know. I was afraid they'd find you. Multi's been coming on pretty heavy, pushing people around.
Maybe I should call some of the boys and take care of them.
Well, they are a hard pair to miss. But wouldn't they just send someone else to get you?
You're right. We'll have to think of something else.
We just got the good news. The show is on. We're ready. Hey, Pat, they said that Mona helped put up the money for the show.
Mona? Who's this Mona?
She's this big star. Dick helped her get started. Gave her the role that made her famous. And she's been giving it the snub ever since. It just doesn't figure.
I see you all got my message.
Hey, Mr. Dawson.
Any of the others are bringing up some of the props. Oh, here they come.
Looks like everyone's here, Dick. Even Susie's back.
Susie. Well, what about marriage? She's supposed to take Susie's place in the chorus.
That's right. But what's more important? Who's gonna play the lead in the show? I hate to say it, but what about Mona?
Well, I called to thank her for finding money for the show. She sounded a little surprised. But I didn't mention another thing about the part I was hoping for.
Well, what about one of the girls from the chorus? Oh, what do you think, Betty?
I think it would be great. But let's face it, we're gypsies, hoopers, and dancers.
But we need someone who can dance.
Sure, she's got to dance and sing and act.
What this part really calls for is a fresh, exciting, new talent. Someone who will really wow those critics.
Where are we going to find somebody like that now?
might work. We got no choice. Tell me, Doll, can you sing?
Sing? I heard her sing. She can sing. Can you dance?
Can you act?
Merchant of Venice, Portia, Act 4. The quality of mercy is not strain, it droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven unto the place beneath. 'Tis twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throne monarch better than his crown.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I thought she did great.
She'll be fine. Just fine.
What's this all about anyhow? They want you for the lead in the play.
How about that, kid?
1 minute. How's she gonna have the part ready in time? We open next week.
Don't worry about that. I read the play last night and I memorized most of it already, just in case.
That's impossible.
Not really. I'm a quick study. Besides, I have a photographic memory.
Well, I see you're all hard at work, so don't let me bother you.
I thought you had to see one of your professors.
I mailed the material. From now on, I'm all yours.
Looks like you got the brass ring.
What's that for?
Free ride on the merry-go-round.
Sticks and stones to break my bones.
Good thing.
Hey, knock it off, you two. Come on. We're wasting time. We gotta get to work.
You! You don't fool me no more. Your leg's Ruby.
The big time bookie? You gotta be kidding.
Does this look like we're kidding?
You're not kidding.
Let me give you that idea. Winthrop here is an actor. We told you that before.
Winthrop? Nobody I could was ever named Winthrop.
Babs, there was a Winthrop Rockefeller. He was a famous philanthropist.
Look, we're busy now, so don't get out of here. I'm gonna have to...
Yo, what?
Come on. You don't want to make a mistake you're going to be sorry for.
That's right. You don't want to make a mistake I'm gonna be sorry for.
It ain't no mistake. We got a contract.
Hold on. A contract in this sense is not referring to all my
We got a contract, and we're gonna end this right now.
Wait a minute. I vouch for this man. Why, he's worked here as long as I have.
That's right. Me too.
Oh yeah? What do you do?
What do I do?
He's an actor. Why, everyone's heard of Winthrop. Yeah. Winthrop? Morton. Winthrop Morton? I've heard of him.
Oh yeah? Prove it to me. Act something.
Act something?
You heard what I said.
I'll act something. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One nation, under God, invisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you really are this Winthrop guy. What else do you do?
What else?
He sings.
I sing.
And dances.
I dance.
That's right. Hit it, Eddie.
Places, everybody.
like I was wrong, Babs. I don't know what the mob's gonna say about this.
If you mean the bookies, maybe you better read this.
What does it say, Professor?
Can't read.
The DA, also known as...
Just read it like it says.
The DA closes bookie parlor. Gang leaders under arrest.
Things don't look too healthy around here.
Sure looks that way.
Think we'll take us a little vacation. The Bahamas, maybe.
Babs, you are not existing paradise.
You are not coming with us!
But how about Devil's Island? Oh, I sure hope that's the last we see of them.
Me too. There's something about guns I don't like. Especially when they're pointed at me.
That's risking critics on opening night.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what could happen next.
Don't even think about it.
Well, it looks like those characters haven't shook it up a little bit. Why don't we take a 10-minute break?
There's coffee in my dressing room.
I could use some.
Me too.
Mary, I'd like to go over some lines and play with you.
I can hardly wait to get started.
Legs. Did he say Dad?
I guess we can't hide it any longer.
I guess not! You've been two-timing me all along? Why, this young man is old enough to be mine. Well, old enough to vote, anyhow.
Listen, Trixie. I lost my wife when Donald here was just a kid.
The mom put a bomb in his car.
It was meant for me. She used the car first. She wanted to do some shopping. I didn't want anything like that to happen to Donald.
So I took my mother's maiden name, Harper. But now, I'm gonna change it back again. Dad grew up in a tough business, but he's always played it straight, and I'm proud of him.
So am I. At least I will be once I get used to the idea.
Then you don't mind? Getting a ready-made family and all? You've been old enough to vote?
Well, after 10 years, all I can say is, this is so sudden.
Maybe we can take a walk and talk about it.
Would you, care for a cup of coffee?
Sure, thanks.
Donald, tell Dick we'll be back in time for rehearsal.
Yeah, I don't want to miss my big chance in show business.
I was beginning to think you didn't like me.
I thought the same about you.
I guess I was on the defensive. Seeing you up here on the stage, you know?
And I thought you just see me as a silly girl from a small town.
Oh no, just the opposite. Like the way you handled things when those gangsters were here, that was really quick thinking.
I did the first thing that came to mind. I guess we were all pretty scared.
Well, I'd sure like to show my gratitude. What do you say to a tour around the Big Apple?
You mean New York?
That's what we call it.
Oh, pardon me, but I would like to speak with Dick. Mr. Foster.
Mona Monroe, I know he'll be glad to see you. I'll get it for you.
Thank you. Isn't it wonderful? Mr. Foster's going to have enough money for the show. I know it's going to be a big success. Let's hope so.
Mona Monroe, I thought I heard your voice. I'd like you to meet our new leading lady, Mary Collins. Can you get married for me, please?
Sure thing.
I'll show you the way. I think she's working on her lab.
There will never be another Mona Monroe, but maybe you can give Mary a few tips.
That's what I want to talk to you about, Dick. I found I'll be at liberty to take the lead in a new show after all.
Well, that's great, Mona, but I've already cast the part, and you know that.
Then you really didn't mean what you told me on the phone?
About the money? Well, certainly I did. I almost had it before you left the theater.
Then let me put it this way, Dick. No Mona Monroe, no show.
That's blackmail!
Isn't it, sweetie?
I won't do it.
You mean you're gonna throw all those nice people out of work? Come now, Dick. You can always give this little Mary Sunshine a big part in your next show.
I guess you're right. I don't have any other choice. But maybe Mary can be your understudy at least.
You know I always choose my own understudy. Not that anyone goes on for Mona Monroe. I think it's best if you just dismiss her now. Somehow I won't feel comfortable having her around.
Dick! Mona Monroe! It is such an honor to meet you!
Richard, we're waiting.
Mary, I've got some news. It seems that, well, Mona's going to be able to take the part in the show after all. I know you got to be disappointed.
That's okay, Dick. I understand. When you can get a big star like Mona Monroe, well, just can't take the chance on someone nobody knows. Anyhow, there's still that spot in the chorus.
I'm afraid not. Susie's back from the hospital.
And there's nothing for me? Well, guess that's show business. From the headlines to the breadlines in one afternoon.
Look, if it's money you need, I'd love to help.
No, thanks. I've got enough for a train ticket back home. Right now, I guess that's all I really need.
Come now, Richard, dear. Now that this little misunderstanding has all been cleared up, I think it's best if we discuss the terms. 2,000 a week.
2,000? Mona, we better talk this over in my office.
Anything you say, Richard.
Look, 1,200 is the best we can do.
1,800! My agent will never let me settle for a penny less.
Life's a very funny proposition after all. Imagination, jealousy, hypocrisy, and gall. 3 meals a day, a whole lot to say. When you haven't got the coin, you're always in the way.
Mary, what's wrong? I have some good news for you all.
If that's how you handle it when you have good news, what are you doing that's bad?
Mona Monroe is just here. And she's taking the lead in the show.
What? How could that happen?
I thought you were the part.
There must be some kind of misunderstanding.
That's right. Dick would never go back on his word.
No, he's doing what he thinks is best. And so am I.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go back home for a while.
Back to your hotel?
No, back to New Rochelle.
Think it over a little. Maybe you'll change your mind.
No, this is for the best. I'm going to leave right away. It'll be easier that way.
Well, we'll see her to the train, won't we, girls?
Of course we will. It's the least we can do. But what about rehearsal?
Dick, give me her Mona until we get back. gone back on your word before.
I didn't have any choice. After all, Mona got us the money for the show.
She most certainly did not.
What?
Can I tell him that?
Tell me what? I don't understand.
About the money.
About the money? Sure. The heat's off now.
Oh no, it's twin back on!
I put up the bill for the show.
Mona! You lied to me!
I said no such thing. You just thought I'd put up the money for the show. With all that cash lying around, I just thought little Mona should get her share.
Well, if little Mona doesn't get out of here, she's gonna get what's coming to her. But, good!
I'm going.
Yeah.
But, what about our little agreement?
Null and void, Mona baby. I've got the lead for my show. Hey, here she is.
Fine! See if I care when you have another flop!
Dad? I thought that was a figure of speech. Why would you want to put all that money in my show?
I needed a safe place to hide out for a while. And I figured at 100 G's it was a pretty good life insurance.
I can understand that. But like you said, the heat's off. You can take the money back to your life. Most of it's still in the bank.
Nah, that stuff's all behind me. I'm an angel now. How about that, honey?
You sure are, Lex. Now all we need to do is get you a set of wings.
Well, places, everyone. I want to see that big first act finale one more time. Loud and clear, everyone. Let's hear it.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome and hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out. We'll be so glad when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home. The old church bells will peal with joy, hurrah, hurrah, to welcome home our brave old boys, hurrah, hurrah. The ladies and the girls will say it's going to be a happy day, and we'll be so glad when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome and hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out. We'll be so glad when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home.
Well, what do you think, Eddie?
We'll find out on opening night.
Oh, that's what I'm afraid of.
Smile.
They never smile. Besides, don't worry about this next act. Hey, can you move that bunker a little this way, please?
Relax, Dick. The stage is set.
All right, kill the music!
Places, everybody. Curtain. hour. Then over the top.
I don't know which is worse, the fighting or the waiting.
Tell you what, you fight and I'll wait. 5:53.
Boy, time flies when you're about to be killed.
Some fun.
Sorry, just trying to take your mind off the war.
Well, guess what? It's not working. I wonder, what are we doing here anyhow?
Making the world safer for democracy.
I sure hope someone appreciates it.
Well, someone's got to do it. Might as well be us.
Yeah, let's whip the Kaiser and go home.
And the sooner, the better. So, what are you thinking about, Dick?
Remember the day we shoved off for France on that troop ship? Remember the band playing?
Yeah, the flags waving.
And the crowds cheering?
Well, just thinking about them makes me feel, well, kind of funny.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. 6 a.m. Over the top. Dick, are you all right?
Looks like I caught one.
We'll get you to the rear, we can be safe.
No, it's okay. Remember, we gotta wait to Kaiser and get home.
We'll get him all right.
We'll get him.
Will it ever end? The fighting, the maiming, the killing? Every time there's a new offensive, they bring them in by the truckload. We patch them up, send them out to fight again. Except that we're too late. Or there's nothing we can do.
Where am I? Am I dead? Are you an angel?
Hardly that, I'm afraid. They just brought you in. I heard your platoon was cut off and you lay on the battlefield for 3 days.
Then, this is a hospital.
Yes, and I'm a nurse. We're going to do everything we can for you.
Oh, my arm, getting dizzy.
Steady, soldier. It'll be all right.
When you say that, I believe you. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. Such a nice name.
I always thought it was sort of plain. But I've got to go check on some other patients, but I'll be in to check on you later, soldier.
Wait. Can't you tell me more about yourself?
I'm just a very plain girl with a very simple name.
Mary.
Yes, well, it sort of runs in my family.
My mother's name was Mary. She was so good and true. Because her name was Mary, she called me Mary too. She was quite ordinary and plain as she
applause, they love you.
And only one more scene to go, the finale.
And I love you too.
Here, let me help you. What did you say?
I said I love you too.
That's not a line, is it?
A what?
From the show, I mean.
No, this is me talking. I'm proposing. Well, what do you say?
I don't know what to say. Except, Lord, yes!
Places, everybody. Hey, hurry up, you two. Excuse me. I understand you have one of our guys here.
Was he wounded?
Wounded? He was shot to... Well, pretty badly.
Hey, buddies, over here. I'm okay.
Dick, we were worried about you.
We tried to get back after the attack.
I heard your platoon was cut off. I was asking everyone about you guys.
But you can stop asking. We did what we came here to do.
We beat the Kaiser. The war is over.
Now we're headed home.
Headed home? That's great. Say, I'd like you guys to meet someone. This is Mary. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if I could pull through.
Nice to meet you, but don't listen to him. He's giving me more credit than I deserve.
I see how it is. We're out there fighting the war and he gets the pretty Circe army.
What?
I only wish he was well enough to go home with you, but he'll have to stay here with us a little while longer.
It's gonna be all right. That's the main thing.
Tell us, is there anything we can do for you when we get back home?
Yeah, just one thing.
Name it.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Did you ever see the boys parked upon a foreign shore? When the good ship's just about to start for old New York once more. With tears and nods we say goodbye. We're friends without a doubt. When the men are
final production.
who have been able to give everything and all that they can to help us high school students who provide this play tonight. It has been such a fun show, let me tell you. So can I have Mr. Weaver, Mr. Barnett, Mrs. Weaver, Mrs. Lawton, and Mr. Nunn to come up to the stage.
Amazing people. Amazing. I know they also have some things to say. So, I'm Mackenzie Brock, by the way. I'm the SA Drama Troupe 2002 Club President, and we just wanted to thank a couple people. So, the first person I would like to thank is our choreographer. She was incredible and tons of fun to work with, and that is Mrs. Weaver.
We would like to thank a wonderful lady. She came out of a lot of years of not doing this. I'm not going to say how many, but Mrs. Botten, she did our music for this, and she's amazing. And she came and she had a great time, and we really appreciate the fact that she was here to have fun, so we had fun. It's my turn again. This man, I've known him for a long time. He did the music for it's not my dad. He did the music for the first show that I was ever in. And I didn't know what I was doing then, and he made me very comfortable there. And he still makes me very comfortable here. And that's Mr. Ron Nunn.
The next person I would like to thank is our regular drama director, and he also teaches a bunch of other million classes. And he is an incredible person and a personal inspiration, and he's amazing. Ms. Barnett. And the last extremely important piece of our production is Mr. Weaver, who has been amazing beyond belief and has challenged all of his actors in new ways, and I've worked with him one time before, and I feel so lucky to have worked with him again before I graduate, and he's amazing. Tom Weaver.
One person we do not want to leave out is the person that really makes this show run, because once we go through and we get to this point, I sit back there and somebody else runs this show, and that would be your stage manager, Ashley Tanner.
Usually they don't get a whole lot of recognition, but this guy has been my second hand. Thank you.
That have been run by her. Sorry, Day. We have some very lovely gifts for you.
First gift.